Alright YouTube, what is going on? My name is Bigfoot. Welcome back to episode number 14 of my SimAirport series here on career mode. In today's episode we are gonna basically do a handful of different things. Gonna change the outside of the airport and work on actual passengers getting to the airport. Then we're gonna go ahead and build a new restaurant upstairs. We're gonna go ahead and really try and plan out the rest of the airport over here, and there was one other thing on my to-do list which I cannot remember, but hopefully it will come back to me while we continue on building today. We're going to go ahead and start off right now by getting our standby gate actually to be a standby gate, because we hadn't completed the research at the end of the last episode, which was a bit of a nightmare. So if I drop down here and do standby gates, now this is just going to be the permanent standby gate in all honesty. And then while currently we have nothing going on in gate 1A in the mornings, what we'll do is we'll also make this a standby gate as well until I go ahead and fill up the schedule, which to be fair I should probably actually just do now. Yeah, let's do that now. So we're just looking for small planes, to be honest, to come in here. So Pacific Airline in the mornings and in the afternoon, that's perfect. And then we've got two more in the morning there, which is good. So that hopefully should do us fine for the time being. So let's go ahead and try and get everything in here quickly. Now again, how long do small planes get? Small planes get an hour and a half, so not exactly a lot of time. But I hopefully will be able to get all of the... I'm not going to get all these in the morning here, am I? Huh. Great. Right, what we'll do then is we'll actually start this gate off a lot later than the other gates. So we'll actually make this very similar to A2, but just ahead like 15-20 minutes or half an hour, shall I say, like that. Then what we'll do is there's a bit of room on gate 5A now that it's back up in action. So we can go ahead and get another flight in there in the morning, which is good. So we can put you in there like so. And then what we will do is bring this into the afternoon, which that's fine. I mean, thank words we now have 2 runways, honestly, because things have really got a lot more busier here all of a sudden. So that works out nicely into there. And then what we need to do is do have a tiny bit more room. Starflight, you've got a small one in the evening, so we'll go ahead and bring you in and we'll just stick you on at 6 o'clock, and that works out perfectly. We could be a tiny wee bit more efficient, but in all honesty, I don't think it's really worth it. We've also got gate B2 into action this episode as well, which is super cool, so we can go ahead and hopefully all rounds make a bit more money per day. General daily income for day 97 was, which is not even done yet, is actually quite substantially more so far than our previous days. We have gone from about maybe 320,000, 25,000 up to just about 400,000 there. So we've jumped about $75,000, which is good. Arguably that's not all raw profit at all, but it is a jump, which is nice to see, and it hopefully means that we can stay in the green for much longer. Okay, so I said we'd actually start off by working on the outside of the airport, and that's what we're going to do this episode. So as we can see right now, we've got a lot of what I would call inefficiency here. We've got, for example, the garbage area up here. We've then got drop-offs and pickups. These are the only 2 areas in the correct area, if that makes sense. And then we've got storage and deliveries, but these are all on the one road, and it means that vehicles get clogged up. It's not a good system in the slightest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this change, and we're going to go ahead and have like a designated area down here in this corner. So let me go ahead and grab the fence. Let me go ahead and designate a corner off here like so. So this is going to not be able to be built in or anything like that. This is going to be a designated area which we are going to have for basically the deliveries, the storage. I mean, is that a bit big? I'm starting to think that's a bit big actually. Yeah, it is a bit big. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it down a little bit. I realise I have just gave myself the made my job really much more difficult than it really had to be, but let's go ahead and clear that there. And now let's go ahead and clear that there as well, because we've now extended and changed our secure area. While we're at it, we're going to get rid of this wee corner bit here, because it's just annoying me, in all honesty. So then what we're going to do, it will be a secure area, but we need to get to that stage first. So if we go ahead and grab some roads, perfect, then let's go ahead and get some of these basically built in. I want 2 lanes of approach so not everything gets stuck behind each other really. So let's go ahead and do that here. Not there though. And the amount of delivery trucks that are going to arrive right now, just because the amount of materials you need for roads is a lot. So let's cancel this straight away. Just because I need this to build well. Or are we just going to do individual tiles? I need to slow this down because I can't have lag while building this. So let's go ahead and draw this road right down here. Then this is where our first issue arises. So let's go ahead and zones, and let's none this part of the zone here. So that means the garbage area has now shrunk, but again it's about to totally move to a different location anyway, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and continue building this road down here and right over these paths here. Can't actually be bothered dezoning everything. I think everything dezones automatically, if I'm correct in saying anyway. So this road would come right down here. I think we're actually about to run out of money, in all honesty. Not really at all sure. Oh, I know why we can't continue. It's because we're gonna null the zone. And what that means is you can only have one delivery zone or one storage zone, so I need to make sure that they are together and not separated. So I'll need to do the same with deliveries as well, not that I really have that many right now. So if we go ahead and continue to build the road, build you right down here, which is cool, and then that brings us down to here, which is magic. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to have the in-road, which is going to go into this like yard area. And it's going to come right round to, yeah, about there. Then it's going to cut down here. Then it's going to cut back along here. We're going to change that last piece actually, and that's going to continue on down. That should be able to exit out itself. If it's not, it will be able to merge. I think we actually have to get them to merge right at the bottom here, which is not cool. But anyway, what we'll do is we'll also have a second road in here, just in case there's like garbage trucks. This will all make sense in a second. So let's then go ahead and, I guess, add some more fences in. So let's do that to there. What we're going to have is we're going to have gates there and there. So let me go ahead and basically build this secured area up here. So that's all to go in. Again, it's going to take a while, and again, we're actually in the negative, which kind of sucks right now, but it means we can start to basically get stuff moved into here. This road isn't operational yet though, so I'm going to hold up on like moving storage area, for example, and it is complaining right now, but it's just because it's a bit too small. It cannot handle everything at this current moment in time. So this is going to take a while for the builders to build, unfortunately. It's just the way it's going to be, especially when all the deliveries are getting dropped down here and they're moving them up there. And right now, for example, if we want something to go on in the airport, they have to go from here right through this door. But from this delivery area, we'll have a back door which goes into the airport to, again, try and just make things more efficient. That's honestly what I'm aiming for here. So let's get this onto ×3 speed while the building goes ahead. And then we are going to look at passenger numbers, because I've got a feeling we're quite tight on passenger numbers with our current transport capacity. So we go into operational control panel and we go into transport capacity. We can see our estimated transit capacity, which is this green line in the middle of the graph here, is basically not coping, because if we go ahead and our peak transit demand, departures and arrivals only, it's not really handling those two together, but you don't really need to consider those two together, so ignore the white line. You're mainly looking at the demand for departures only. As we can see right now, it's very... it comes close, especially here, on this day here, or at 11 AM today, it came very close to exceeding our estimated capacity, right? And that's not what we want really to happen. You know, we want to get rid of, as soon as people land, we want to get rid of them as soon as possible, in all honesty, because, again, that just causes us frame rate issues, and it's just really not worth it at all. So that means we're either going to have to add in more buses, or we're going to need more frequent or longer light rail services. So if we go actually and look at the station here, as we can see, we have got on this service which has arrived 151 seats. However, it's not filled up. And that is something which is... oh no, I know what's happened here. There's been a glitch. And it's not going to go well. It's not going to go well in the slightest, is it? Right, what we need to do is we need to deal with this glitch. But basically, the conclusion we can take from this is that if people aren't all getting on the light rail transit, then they're waiting on more buses, and that's what I need to deal with. What we need to do is we need to build an emergency road, which I was going to build these actually, but basically they just allow you to switch like halfway down the system. So what we need is we need to get this section built, and then how this game it's been quite smart in a way. What it is doing here, and as we can see the first bus is actually turning, it looks like, to come down here. All of the drop-offs buses are coming down this left-hand lane, and that's fine because this lane is fully functioning. But then all the pickups, hence why we've got so many people in pickups all of a sudden, those buses are coming down the right-hand lane, but that lane is not full, so it means no buses can arrive. So the mapping has done well in general, although I think that was causing the massive build-up anyway. Plus, we've also got so many trucks and all that sort of stuff down here. Usually the mapping will revert to having buses in different lanes, which is really good. It might not look like it right now, but it will shortly in the future, which is good. Another quick observation I'm actually making here is that I'm starting to see security is getting a bit busy, and also we might have more demand here for carousels than we once did. So again, it is really about, before we go ahead and get any new gates into operation, just expanding the facilities and just making sure they're adequate, because I've got a feeling right now we're at the stage where we're not quite adequate, which is not great, so we need to go ahead and change that up a bit. Anyway, while that road continues, let's basically do some sidewalks. Let's move the drop-offs area. I just want a tiny bit of a gap in between these two. So if we can run this area here and get the buses to wait more up the top there. It's the pickups area that needs to be the larger area, just because pickups are, you wait around for your pickup. Whereas when you get dropped off in the bus, you just get dropped off. So as we can finally see now, it looks like dual lane purpose is in action, which is super cool. So that should hopefully mean that there's less traffic. That's what I'm really hoping for anyway. Though again, it looks like everyone's now using the inside lane, but again, we will come to that in a second. Let's go ahead and build in some more roads here, because I want to have some switching lanes for vehicles to basically jump in and out here. So let's allow for that. Then what we can really do now actually is start to make use of this area. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves the outdoor gate, which I was wanting. Now what I'm going to need to do before... these gates need to get built, first of all. I mean, they obviously need to be a delivery. And then what needs to happen is we need to go ahead and get these in. Then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make a back door, as I said. So we need to go ahead and quickly demolish. Let's demolish... I think we're going to demolish this corner here for the time being, just because I'm not really 100% sure where the building is going to lie eventually. But we're going to build a gate in there. This is a secure area. If I look in my sector's map, or maybe it's not a secure area. Okay, then we could have had a security breach. Anyway, these outdoor gates, they can only be operated by staff, which is good though. So it does make this a secure area. Or it makes this a secure connection in between in here and outside. I think that makes sense, yeah. So on the inside it is a secure area. This area isn't a secure area, but only secure people can get into this area. So this is like a bypass area, if you will. But now, hopefully you can start to see what I'm about to do. So, gonna have the garbage trucks. Of course, we need to dezone everything first. So let's go ahead and dezone all of that right now. And then same with garbage as well. So there's gonna be a bit of chaos right now. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna garbage up this zone here. Then with regards to deliveries, deliveries are going to go in here, and then the storage area is going to be pretty much everything else, to be honest. So let's go ahead and grab all the storage here. Then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll leave the top actually, but all the storage can be the bottom as well. Valid reasons that I've left gaps in here, which you will maybe be able to observe, but it means that if a garbage truck comes in and a delivery truck comes in at the same time, the garbage truck will use this road and it will stop at the end of this zone, so it will stop on this zone. And say for example the delivery truck does a really quick job, it's just a one item delivery and it wants to leave, it's not blocked by the garbage truck. Whereas if these tiles here were garbage zones, then it means the garbage truck would stop at this choke point here just in front of the gate, and it means a delivery truck, or whatever other truck for that matter, would not be able to get out. So it's quite important having that little system there. Okay, so that's the outside changed, hopefully for the better, though I don't think the path finding is perfect as of yet. A lot of people seem to be using the inside lane where I was hoping for a little bit of change, but anyway, the good thing is the facilities now have their own area. That's one big thing which I'm happy about. Took it way too long to get to that stage, we're already halfway through this episode, but that's done with, which is good. Okay, so what we're going to do now as well is we're also going to start to basically facilitate some more expansion work, because that's what I feel we need to do here. So we're going to go ahead and build an extension here for security. Security is going to get some more. I just feel we need, based on that observation and the queue length, I think we need some more extra gates. But I am going to leave this corridor here. I'm not going to keep moving it down. I think this is a good area for it to be in. So we'll leave it like that, and we'll basically have Security Hall 1 and Security Hall 2. What I also want to do is add in another baggage carousel, which is quite easy to do. We can get at least one in quite easily without too many issues. So let's get another baggage hub in here like so. And then let's get a conveyor belt, which is going to... I'm going to have to slow this right down. Actually, let's pause this because the frame rate's dire right now. Let's go ahead and bring you along here, bring you up here. Hold up, is this going to work? I don't think this is going to work this way around, so what's going to have to happen here is this is going to have to run into this baggage carousel here. And then we'll sort out the others at a later stage. There was a while this game had really, really useful items, and I don't know why they got rid of them. It was basically we had, instead of baggage hubs, you basically had 1 input and 4 outputs, and that's what I need right now. But for some reason they got rid of those items, and I thought they were absolutely perfect. But that's strange, but I mean we'll have to upgrade this anyway at some stage, because right now our only baggage depot up here, it's really inefficient for planes around here using that because the length of the drive, so it holds up the plane unnecessarily. So in the future I do want to go ahead and build a second baggage depot over here basically by these B gates. And then once that happens, we're going to need to add in a lot more conveyor belts underground. We're going to have the system come right round here. So I mean that will have an effect on the baggage carousels at the ends in due course, which is also very important. Okay, so let's let the game continue on. While all this goes on, we're going to jump upstairs and we're going to get this next restaurant in. So ladies and gentlemen, what we are going to do is we're going to speed build this. We have built a restaurant recently, and I feel that the building of that went quite well. However, it took too long to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and see how fast I can do this. I want to be able to do this within 5 minutes, because I want to do a few other things this episode, and we're already just about 20 minutes in. So, are we ready? I'm looking at my clock now, and I mean this is going to be totally irrelevant, but if we start now, it's the start of the 57-minute for me. So let's go ahead and quickly grab some kitchen stuff. Not a good start at all. So we need 1 kitchen sink and we need 1 cooker. I'm going to actually have to slow this down because that's causing me some issues. So we've got that there. We need a cooker. Then what we need is we need ovens. That's one really important thing. Now I've also learned a new trick about efficiency of kitchens recently as well. So let's do like that. So we'll have 4 of those, and then let's have a 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th, which is perfect. Then what we need to do is we need to add in drinks machines. So we need a drink machine 1, 2, and then 3, and then we also need coffee machines as well, coffee makers. So let's get 3 of these in, and that brings us up round to the corner. Then we need some refrigerators as well. This stores our foods. 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. That works out perfectly. And then I think with that 1, 2, 3, 4, that should be enough. If not, then we can come back and change that. And then let's go ahead and add in our prep carts in the middle here. We can get 8 in this way. If we go across the way, we can also only get 8 in. So smaller kitchen in general, actually. Again, we can maybe extend it if we need to as time goes on. Let's go ahead though and add in our seating arrangement. So first of all, we're going to need to add in the door. Door will go there, yes. Let's have some staff doors which run into there and there. And tell you what, we'll actually have a staff door to the outside there, I think, as well. Just if staff are changing from this kitchen to this kitchen, which frustratingly happens, but it is what it is. Then what I want to do is I want to go and... We're doing well. We're under 2 minutes in to this speed build. We need... What do we need? We need cash registers. I'm not actually talking about the building of this, by the way. I'm just actually, you know, talking about the placement of everything, pretty much. So let's get our cash machines in here. So let's get 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I would also like a 5th and a 6th. I think that should do. So that's... Is that enough? That's 8 in total. I think 8's enough. So let's go ahead and get some decoration in here now. So what I want is to get some plants in. And then as long as I do it right this time, I should be able to absolutely blitz doing the chairs and tables. So, cafe chairs. We'll go ahead and use cafe chairs for this place. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a small gap here. We best start in this corner here actually. Let's do a table for 1 back here, and let's leave 2. Then 1, 2, 1, 2. Or we could just do all double tables, you know, let's do all double tables actually. So I've made a small mistake here, in that I need to remove that there. Right, okay. We're doing well, I'm quite happy with my progress. So let's go ahead and make that quick build in there. Then we're going to need to leave a gap at the bottom and top. So I need 1, 2 tables, chair. I realise this is extremely maybe rushed, but I am actually aiming to see how fast I can do this. So let's go ahead and do something like that there and there. That's perfect. We then emulate that down the bottom here. Rotate those quickly, those and those. Then we're leaving a gap here so people can switch through. So it's slightly different in that everything's just one more back the way. Rotate those around. So that's all the table positions in now, which is good. Now we just need to get ourselves the tables in, which should be fine. Should we go for a different table? A coffee table? I mean, we are still serving pizza, so I'd much rather these tables here. So, again, I'm going to have some issues with blocks construction, so that can't count against me, surely. And I realise that it's going to cause me a lot of issues here, which is frustrating. Leave that gap there. Oh no, I've mucked up. No, I've not mucked up. I have mucked up, but it's not as bad as I thought I have. This is awful right now. I can't place half the tables for my restaurant. If anyone knows why that is, please tell me down in the comment section below, because I honestly don't get it. I mean, I've only can build half my restaurant right now. And then if we go ahead and quickly add in some more plants, then let's add these, one there and then one there. Then I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that is us done in just under 5 minutes, because that's it done. It just needs to be built now. We've designed it, so it just needs to be built, and then I need to come back and do the final things in assignment. But that's it pretty much done, to be honest. That's our new restaurant sorted, which is great. So all that needs to do is be built, but that took 5 minutes all in all. So we're actually just going to go ahead and leave this now because we've built it, and we can go ahead and jump back over to here and see how our expansion works going on down here. Also good to see this extra carousel is good to go, and I mean right now we've got 3 in action at once here, and there is some points during the actual flight schedule where we do have a crazy amount of planes at the same time. So Again, originally I was doing quite well with my individual slots, but now it's sort of just got a bit messy in all honesty, so it is what it is right now, but in general, I think that we are getting better at handling things, We're improving our facilities to hopefully go ahead and increase customer satisfaction, which has been sitting around 77, 78 in all honesty, so again, it's just about going ahead and improving it. I feel that it is very inaccurate though, like hunger, I am adding in new restaurants, but I feel it's not making much difference. Same with environment, we did add in more plants at the end of the last episode, but I'm not really at all sure what detail it wants us to go into, for example, right now, so it is kind of a strange one in all honesty, because does it want me to just bring in planes which are more, beneficial to the environment? Is it wanting me to go to that level, or is it just wanting me to build lots of bushes? I mean, I really don't know in all honesty, so if anyone knows again, please let me know down in the comment section below. Okay, so they're now going to go ahead and build a restaurant, which is good. What I need to do is I think I need to increase the garbage delivery, and we also actually need to build this back door into this building as well without everyone running around the front. So we're going to go ahead and grab a staff door, and let's add the staff door in this corner here for now, and then let's also add in one just randomly like halfway along there, which is fine. So I mean, this still makes it a secure area, which is good, and as we can see now, all the staff are using this run-in, which is perfect. As we can see, it looks like we've got some deliveries, which the delivery zone is out of room, which isn't good. Never really thought that'd be the case. I mean, we can move it. The problem is you can only have one delivery zone, and I can't split it across a road from what I can remember. Because I could add more in there, but yeah, it's not allowing 2 delivery zones, so it's a bit frustrating in all honesty. The best way to deal with this then is let's jump into storage. Let's add storage shelves along the back here, make the storage area smaller, and then move deliveries to the bottom. I think that's probably the best bet. So we zone this and we none this area here. Oh, hold up. That's just stupid. Why don't I add shelves? Can I not add shelves into the delivery zone? I think so. Oh, I can't do that. No. Right, okay, so you do just in general require a larger area, don't you? So I mean, I'm hoping this zone here should be enough. If it's not, then we got a problem, Houston, and we're gonna have to shuffle around the storage area as well. But let's change that, and let's go ahead and make that the new delivery zone. So I'm not really at all sure what's gonna happen here, in all honesty. So there's a bit of room there in case a new zone magically appears or something in the game, which we can get into there. We do need to go ahead and increase the frequency of the garbage truck coming in as well, and also need to improve the maintenance stuff here. We'll do all that shortly. But we need to come into here. Buses, I did say I'd increase them, but I didn't, so this is me increasing them now. So that's going to every 20 minutes, just to hopefully go ahead and even out this transport capacity a bit more. Then retail every 12 hours. We're gonna leave that every 12 hours because I think we're good there. Garbage needs to come down though quite drastically to probably every 4 hours. And I think those changes should be good and hopefully quite welcomed as well. If I quickly check transport capacity, as we can now see that green line has exceeded mainly the yellow line, but also the white and red lines as well, which is good, and that means that hopefully less people get stuck in at the airport. But ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this episode up here. We've made good progress, and we can, hopefully my main aim of the amount of talking I've done in these last 2 episodes is give you a vision for what the end of the series is going to look like. I've got a strong image in my head, but I also want you to have that strong image, so hopefully you see where this is going. In the next episode, it's still going to be a lot of quality of life improvements, to be honest, but we should actually get a lot of the airport more planned out, which is good. I will get lots of foundations in this area, for example, but I just won't do anything with them yet. I'll get extra taxiways and extra gates in here, but again, I won't do anything with them just as of yet. So hopefully we should have pretty much the layout finished by, yeah, pretty much by the next episode, hopefully. I mean, money dictates as well, I guess, but we are gaining more money now, which is good. We're up to about 420,000 a day, which is good to see. So all in all, we are doing well, but we also are spending quite a bit of money right now, you know, so it's one of these things which I probably need to let the game run for a few more days. Anyway, how's this restaurant build going? Pretty well, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and finish this off in between this and the next episode, and it should be in action for then. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like, rate and subscribe if you are new around here. Go down into that comment section below, give me some feedback. Check out my Twitter, I also have a Discord, and then go ahead and support me on Patreon. And that's all, ladies and gentlemen, so thank you very much for watching. My name is Bigfoot, and I'm out.